Hi, welcome to Realistic Renovations and Finishing. I'm Sean, and today we're going to work in the garage with installing some accessories for it to make it more comfortable, more useful for the garage itself. With that being said, it'll be TV mount, some under cabinet lighting, some other lighting as well, and also some accessories that might be overlooked but are extremely useful for especially a garage build. So hope you enjoy it, and see you on the next section. Okay, first of all, let me explain something real quick. These items right here, you don't have to have them mounted to a stud or anything like that. They actually have little tabs when you unscrew or screw them in basically. The tab sticks out and it actually pinches the drywall. So that's what I did there. It's nice and firm. Got all four in there. This will have to do the same thing, but this does it to this component. So this slides into that, and then we just go from there. Unfortunately, right now I have to turn off the power, which I don't know if it's going to turn off the lights because I can't remember if this plug was in there or for the lights themselves. I believe they're for the lights themselves. We'll have to deal with it. There is no light outside, so I'll have to have a flashlight. I don't know if it's gonna pick up anything, but I will show you afterwards what I did and what it was for and everything like that. So, okay, see you then. Okay, it's in. I cannot stress to you enough, safety first. Make sure all power's off. We do have a basically a meter that tells you that power's on. When the light switch is turned off, it stay green. Obviously now it's back on, it's red and beeping. It's kind of a nice little touch. You don't have to worry about electricity being in there, or you hit the wrong power switch or whatever, or circuit breaker to turn it off. So safety first, always safety first. Okay, so we have, for the tools, tape measure, level, tape, stud finder, pencil to mark the studs and where you want everything, drill bits, drill, in my glasses so I can actually read everything in here. So basically what we're going to do is we went ahead and already did the center line right here. So this is the very center between the two sides. And then I did mark the studs. I'll show you in the video. I'll do it again just to make sure, verify. Again, the second most important thing is double check everything you do, because the last thing you want to do is, say for instance, drill a hole into the wire that goes right here. This stud finder will actually tell you if there's electricity next to it or near it or whatever. It'll also tell you the center of the stud. So with that, we need this right here. This right here. Oh, maybe. Yeah, so we need this. Here's the directions, instruction manual. Bunch of pictures showing you how to do it. We don't need that. We need this. We may need that. No, we need this. So basically this right here is the template on where you put everything. So basically this is the outer line of it. These are the holes that you have for where you're gonna put the bolts, the lag bolts basically. And those are in this monstrosity of screws. Oh, right there. So here's the screws for them. You got 4 screws, basically 4 holes. You'll have to drill them in there, secure them with this, and that's pretty much it. Most important thing is to not only keep it centered and find that, is also keep it leveled, because the last thing you want to do is mount it like this or slightly, because it might look level right now, or now might look it might look level right now, but with the 50-inch TV going one side or the other, especially when it's close to this, you'll see a big gap over here and a little gap over here. Then it's just trying to fix everything later. So we'll cut the time lapse for that. Enjoy. So that's up. So we had to find the center, which is ironic because I couldn't put the center. That's the center of this, and the center is over here, so it's a little bit off. And the reason I had to do that is because if I centered this up to this line, this right here, the bolt would actually go in between one of these two things. So the whole thing slides, you can still center the TV. I just wanted to get this as centered as possible. It's simply straightforward. Use a template. I mean, I cannot stress it enough. The template is wonders. It gets the lines up right. You don't have to have this out. You can tape it to the wall, get it level, which right now it's perfectly level. And basically all we got to do now is just install the TV, plug it in, and see if it works. So I guess we'll time lapse that too. See ya. So the TV's up. Don't really like the mount too much. It makes it stick out way too far. I wasn't expecting it to stick out this far. We might change it later. Again, it was a cheap mount. It didn't cost us too much. I'll see what I can do to at least kind of have it up a little bit higher. It does look like it's uneven. Though that mounting plate is even, this right here looks like it's uneven. But it's because you can move the TV one way or another. So it just depends on how you have it. Depends on how it looks. So I can face it one way, I can face it this way. And that's, again, I'll have to take a look at it and see if I like it. If nothing else, we can change the TV mount to something else. So if you guys are wondering why I bought a TV for the garage, I didn't buy the TV for the garage. She did. She said we got to get a TV for here, and she bought it yesterday. I bought the mount. She bought the TV. Thank you.
Welcome.
Best girlfriend or best wife ever. Sorry, best wife ever. I'll cut that other girlfriend part out. That's another girl. That's another girl. So love you. I love you most. Okay. So time to turn it on, get it hooked up to Wi-Fi hopefully, and at least see how it works. Okay, see you later. And there's the new TV hooked up to Wi-Fi, YouTube obviously. Check out that channel. That's the other channel to work on this and the other vehicles we got. So there's that channel. Again, be nice. Well, it's off camera. We'll be playing K-pop, so sorry, can't play it. Be demonetized and take all my money away. Not that I'm getting any, but whatever. Anyways, on to the next portion of this episode, putting in the lights. See you then. Okay, next is the reel, the cord reel, which I have. So basically, electric cord reel, mounts to the ceiling. It'll plug into that outlet right there, and I'll have a permanent extension cord wherever I need it. I think it's like 25 feet all the way out, all the way back here. So I can reach pretty much anything as far as I need out in the driveway, in the garage, just for that. So the first thing I saw when I pulled this open was the mounting hardware for this reel, basically you'd mount that to the ceiling, that to the ceiling, and then you'd use these screws to put them up. I don't know about you, but I really don't think I'd trust the strength of those screws to actually hold it up in the ceiling more than a couple times. Now, I have since drilled holes in them. So these lag screws actually will hold it in. See the difference? So it's extremely doubtful that these would actually hold it in for very long. Again, nothing bad about the company. I've never used them before. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not sponsored by them. They didn't give me this for free. I actually bought this online through an Amazon thing. It is white, so that's the reason I bought it. That way it won't stick out so bad on my roof. So, that being said, let's go to put it up. I'll show you how it works after. Okay, see ya. Okay, with everything comes a little bit of a modification. So in one of the pictures, I think the last picture, you can see it kind of getting in the way of the door. So this actually hung down a couple inches past where the door is, so that way it would, when you rolled up the door, it would hit. I didn't want that. Basically what I did is I modified this bracket using the holes that were from this one. So basically this is going to mount directly to the ceiling, and then that's going to mount to this, eliminating this bracket altogether. So I guess we'll see. So it is in all the way up to the ceiling. Still has the basically roll it in, roll it out. Now I can adjust this a little bit higher, which I will. The one thing I was worried about is clearance, and I tell you what, you can't get any closer than that. So I say that's job well done. Gotta take the tape off for some reason. I left it on there, but it's good. Next section, or next accessory done. Move on to the next. Lights. Lots of lights. More than these. We'll see. So right now we're gonna add lights. One of which is the under cabinet lighting that we're gonna run all the way along here. I did show you before, I had a hole drilled right here for the under cabinet light to go to. I will end up putting it in here and running it back, but for today's purposes, we're just gonna run it out the front and plug it into the wall. So we have the lights that are going there. We have lights that are going on the bottom of this once I get the plate done. Again, it's raining all this weekend, so it kind of stopped me from doing any of that. Also, lights under that cabinet. There will be lights inside the countertop here. I will show you that. Actually, you'll probably already see that because that'll be already in there, but I won't show it until later on. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start at it. We will be putting double-sided tape. Now, the lights do come with tape on it already. I do recommend this. I've put it elsewhere in my house and it actually comes off a little bit due to heat. Since it is in the garage, it will get hot when we don't have the AC or the fans on. And this double-sided tape, which we got at one of the big box stores, it'll work out very well. We've used it in other areas on the backs of TVs and stuff like that. So we'll show you that. Okay. So in the middle of building this really nice garage with all the cabinets, all the, you know, countertops, paint, molding. Please excuse a crappy door. Entertainment center style thing with a TV and a countertop that's going here real nice. Basically everything in here is gonna be real nice. We figured this was the biggest eyesore we have. So if you wonder what this is, it's the piece that goes right here for the door. It's basically the brackets. Again, it's just basically angle iron screwed together. I have one over there. Basically, it's to hold these doors from dropping down or swinging back and forth. So, as we normally do, we're gonna make it better. Make it look better, make it function better, make it so it's not basically an eyesore or what would be a really nice room. So we're going to come up with a few ideas. We have a few ideas. We'll kind of show you what we're doing and whether it was worth it or not. So again, as we get to it, we will show you those clips. Okay, see ya. So to give you guys an idea, this is what I came up with to actually secure the door. So it's secured this way, it's not going to drop down. These two all these are tight. So they have these little screws, Allen head screws that go in. Two here, one here, basically on each edge. So with this one loose, you can actually move the door back and forth. But I want it to be right here because it matches the distance at the front of the door, so that way it's not going to be over this way too much or over this way too much. It's basically even with the door. From this point to the wall is even from the same point to the wall up in front. So I'll go ahead and show you how we did this and basically why we did it. So, okay. So, as we see before, from up there, this is basically it laying on the ground. This is the 45-degree angle bracket I made. The bolt hole will actually go into the garage rail, the garage door rail. These right here hold this piece in. All these just get tightened down onto the pipe. Now the pipe right here is actually cut on the saw I have. So whatever the distance is on mine, the pipe is 12.5 inches this way, and then I cut a 10-inch pipe this way. This pipe basically, or this section right here, basically is a 45-degree. If you look at, can you grab that? Sorry, getting somebody to get something for me. Thank you. So this is typically what you see in a garage door. Just basically it's just angle iron, kind of like an erector set type deal. I wanted something a little bit different. Again, we are building a different garage, one that we kind of want to spend a lot of time out here, want to have it look nice for us. So basically we wanted something that worked for us visually and functionally. Now this right here is good because when this thing slides up and down, it can basically change the angle of this. So if it's not corrected, or if it's not the right angle we need, at least this right here, we can actually move this and lock it in place and it'll be perfect. That's what we did in the other side. So again, we'll go through how we put it up, how we measured and all that stuff, and I'll kind of talk through what we did. If you guys ever want to get anything like this, they have it at Lowe's. Not that I'm affiliated with them or anything like that. It's just I seem to shop at Lowe's a lot. Home Depot for certain things, Lowe's for most. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and show you what we did when we marked them and drill the holes, bolt them up there. Now I did get lag bolts. These are a little bit overkill. So they go in quite a bit, which is kind of humorous because you have a nice big bolt here, you have all these, you have nice big bolts here, and then you have this little tiny bolt holding the rail in. It's gonna fail. Probably won't fail there because this has a shear point to it. So anyways, we'll show what we do. Okay. So there you go, guys. Installed basically the same as it is over there, same distance, same angle, everything like that. We wanted to keep these in line with each other so that they weren't getting bound up or anything like that, even all the way across, same as on the other side. We measured basically to make sure that from basically this point to the same part of the other point was exactly the same, both in the front and the back. That way, when you move the door backwards, it didn't spread apart or anything like that, or these didn't spread apart. So there you go. Something different. Definitely better looking than your erector set looking stuff they usually put in there. Now we just got to clean up the top of it because I have noticed there's a lot of dust and debris up there. Also in here, make sure they're
definitely a lot better than that.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, huge difference. Huge difference. Nice and clean. Look like you stole something from your 5-year-old erector set. 5-year-old's erector set. So there you go. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so now this is all done and painted and ready to go. Put the light on. I have double-sided tape. Again, that stuff works, but in the heat and stuff, I don't really trust it because it has fallen off the back of the TV before. Double-sided tape really helps it stick a lot better. It's up to you guys. Drilled a hole in the cabinet. So I have the plug back there. I'll just basically guide the wire around here and plug it in, run the lights and the wire through this hole and then light up that. So let's go ahead and go to time lapse and show you basically what I've been doing. Give you kind of a view of what it looks like. Got that. Top light's off, all I got is the base cabinets. You have the overhead lights. You have, oh, that is the same lights. You have those lights. So when we get it done, we will have that side all done up too. Base cabinets, I have to finish the little part on the bottom, but we'll be able to do all the other lighting. I believe I'm gonna do lighting around the back of that, because what I wanna do is hook up the lights for this right here. Oh, I don't, you guys can't even see me, it's dark. So these lights right here will be hooked up to this one here shortly. And when we get done with the tile and the backsplash and basically the cabinet, we will put that on there, and I will probably run a thing of LEDs around the back side of the TV just to light up that area. I do have a couple plans for it. It'll look nice. Again, it is a garage. I'm just overkill. Okay. Well, there you go. For some reason, that doesn't look the same color as that. Maybe it's the gray wall. I'll have to take a look at it. Okay, bye. Okay, so these are all hooked up. These are all hooked up. And if I shake the camera just right, they'll change color. Hang on. There you go. So they match. And it is hooked up with the, well, you can see that now. It's hooked up with the light switch. Second light switch down. Oops. Second light switch down. Cabinets are on. Sorry, third light switch. Second light switch. The back cabinets are on. And I have to change the thing. Oh, crap. So the one thing with this is when you unplug it, and I'll go through this later. Unplug it, it changed to the weird yellow, piss yellow lights. It's not white anymore, or daylight as we call it. But that's easily changed. I actually have a program in the iPad to actually change all the colors. I just have to put these lights in as those. Let me see. Things. Garage under cabinet lighting, and there you go. So no more piss yellow. So there you go. Base cabinets, top cabinets, base cabinets over there. And once I get that done, the backsplash and that piece right there, cabinet or the countertop done, I'll end up putting lights around the outside of this. It's a nice look. I can show you in a different video or whatever, or just wait and see. It'll be in this video anyway, so whatever. Well, I hope you guys like it. As you can tell over this corner, you can see a 151 garage. That is the other channel we plan on working on when we get the garage done, which is almost done right now, and we'll be working on Susan. So Susan is my rat rod, and we also have a few other vehicles we have in mind that we are looking to purchase or currently purchasing. Hope you enjoy that. Also hope you enjoy realistic renovations with finishing. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. on both channels if you like. If you like cars or if you like reconstruction or houses or stuff, we have plenty to do to this small house. So hope you enjoy it. See you next video.